brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town. Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I'm Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu and his family on Sunday visited the Holy Amarnath Cave Shrine in South Kashmir. Accompanied by senior officers of Sri Amarnath Shrine Board, Murmu, who is the chairman of the Shrine Board, performed a special puja at the cave shrine and wished for peace in Jammu and Kashmir. This year's 42-day-long yatra was scheduled to begin on June 23rd, but the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic cast its shadow over the pilgrimage, which has now been curtailed from July 21st to August 3rd.
बताइए कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अलौकिक दर्शन है। भोले बाबा सबका कल्याण करे, यहाँ का विकास हो, लोगों का सुखाकारी रहे। इस वक्त जिस तरह कोरोना से लोग जूझ रहे हैं, इसे इनका छुटकारा जल्दी मिले और यहाँ सब प्रगति करें, यही हमारा शुभकामना है।
The total number of COVID-19 cases in Jammu and Kashmir mounted to 8,429 on Sunday after 183 fresh infections were detected, while the death toll in the Union Territory reached 136 following the demise of 8 patients over the past 24 hours. At present, there are 3,042 active cases in the Union Territory, while a total of 5,255 patients have recovered from the infection. Two Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists, including a foreigner who were killed in an encounter with security forces in Jammu and Kashmir's Kulgam district on Saturday, have tested positive for COVID-19. The samples of the two terrorists were taken for COVID-19 tests during medical legal formalities and the reports came back positive on Sunday. The terrorists were killed in an encounter in Arha area of Kulgam. An army man also suffered injuries during the gunfight. India's COVID-19 tally neared the 7 lakh mark with 6,97,413 cases after 24,248 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours, said the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. As per the Health Ministry, there are 2,53,287 active cases in the country, while 4,24,432 patients have been cured or discharged. While one patient has migrated, 425 new deaths were reported in the last 24 hours in the country due to COVID-19, taking the number of patients succumbing to the deadly virus to 19,693. The Yatri Niwas at Bhagwati Nagar here would be used as the base camp for the upcoming pilgrimage to the holy cave shrine of Amarnath in South Kashmir Himalayas. The Jammu and Kashmir administration had decided to allow only 500 pilgrims per day by road from Jammu to the 3,880-meter high holy cave shrine of Amarnath during the yatra, which is likely to start from the Baltal track for 2 weeks later this month. Earlier, the yatra was scheduled to commence from the twin tracks of Pahalgam in Anantnag and Baltal in Gandarbal on June 23rd, but was delayed due to the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Sunday reviewed Jammu and Kashmir Unlock 2.0 situation with the administration and obtained a detailed district-wise feedback on the second day of the implementation of the latest guidelines in the Union Territory. In a webinar meeting lasting over 1 hour, Dr. Jitendra Singh asked for the observations of each of the deputy commissioners and took up issues specific to each of the respective districts. During the interaction, administrative heads of different districts, including Jammu, Srinagar, Kathua, Poonch, Udhampur, Rajouri, Anantnag, Baramulla, etc., updated the minister based on the experience of 2 days of Unlock 2.0. The National Investigation Agency has assessed various recommendation letters by separatists for Pakistani visas for students from Jammu and Kashmir, whereby their contributions in the stir against the security forces were highlighted. The NIA had earlier red-flagged admissions to medical institutions in Pakistan on the recommendations of separatists in Jammu and Kashmir and termed them as an alternative mechanism for funding of terror groups. Besides a host of separatists, the NIA had arrested noted businessman Zahoor Ahmed Watali in connection with the case. All of them have been behind bars for over 2 years now and have failed in securing bail. The Jammu and Kashmir unit of the Congress on Sunday announced a 10-member committee to deal with the issues of proposed delimitation of parliamentary and assembly constituencies in the Union Territory. Former Minister Pirzada Mohammad Sayed was named as the chairman of the committee, and the members included former Deputy Chief Minister Tara Chand, ex-MP Madan Lal Sharma, former ministers Taj Mohyuddin, R.S. Chib and M.S. Niaz, and former legislators Ravinder Sharma and A.S. Mikhi. On the first Monday of Sawan month, devotees started coming to Lord Shiva temples in different parts of the country from the early morning to offer prayers. However, the usual hustle-bustle is missing at the temple due to coronavirus outbreak which has affected the lives of people across the globe. Shravan, the fifth month in the Hindu calendar, is considered to be the most auspicious month of the year. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva, who, according to Hindu religious beliefs, is the creator, preserver and destroyer of this universe. For the very first time in history, Aarti at Amarnath Cave in Himalayas is getting live streamed to pilgrims. The Amarnath Shrine Board on Sunday made special arrangements for the live telecast of the Aarti and Darshan of Lord Amarnath. The live telecast is being done on Doordarshan channel. The decision is taken due to COVID-19 pandemic, because of which the Jammu and Kashmir government has put several restrictions on Amarnath pilgrimage this year. During COVID threat, 5 unidentified thieves struck a house and provisional store at Shaktinagar, Ward number 7 in Udhampur, which has been declared containment zone. Even as these thieves were caught on CCTV camera, their identity was not yet ascertained, while a case in this regard has been registered at Police Station Udhampur and investigations are going on. The burglary incident has raised a question mark on the security arrangements in containment zone, as the area was declared red zone after a local having travel history was tested COVID-19 positive on June 26th. In the first signs of a drawback of the Chinese troops along the disputed line of actual control, Chinese troops have reportedly shifted over a kilometer from the site of June 15 violent clashes at Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh. As per sources, the relocation of troops has taken place on both sides, with India also moving back its soldiers in tense Galwan. A buffer zone has been created between the Indian and Chinese troops to avoid escalation.